your voice, touch of your hand, and I long to know she wanted there, my buddy, my buddy.
When an individual has come into the shelter and chosen a pet for adoption, the first thing the individual must do is fill out an adoption application, and there's a 24-hour wait while the application is being approved, and the individual is given time to go home, think about the responsibility of pet ownership to make sure this isn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. On our adoption application, we have several questions in regard to where an animal is going to be kept during the day and in the evening. This is going to be kept inside or outside. If you plan on keeping your pet outside, what type of proper facilities do you have? If you're a renter, do you have permission of your landlord? And probably most importantly, if you have other animals at home, have you been routinely taking these animals to a veterinarian to have current vaccination? Many individuals.
Hello and welcome to the 4th Annual Humane Society Telethon. We're here. My name is Holly Jones, and this is my friend Lynn Tears and our little friend Woody, and he knows I have a pile of biscuits here, so he's ready for them. Welcome to our telethon. We have a lot of things going on this year, and we're glad you could tune in and be with us. Lynn, what have we got going on this year?
I don't know, but Holly, I was just thinking, this is our 4th telethon.
This is
We've
our
been
4th
with
one?
everybody for 4 years. It doesn't seem possible. And we just love being here every year, and we thank you for joining us. And as Holly and I were talking about before, you just saw a little video called My Buddy. And Holly and I are of the same opinion, so is everybody in the studio, that animals are our buddies and our best buddies. And there's so many shelter dogs and cats that need a good home, and they need a good buddy, too. So
Yes,
that's
they
why
do.
we're here.
That's why we're here for these animals.
So, Woody, you want to tell everybody about Woody for a minute?
Sure.
And,
This is Woody.
Yeah, we have lots of dogs and cats up for adoption at the Humane Society. We're located at 199 Route 209 in Port Jervis. And you can call us at 856-3677 during the week. And if you'd like to have a little look at Woody up close and personal, he'll be there.
Come on down to the shelter and take a look. And not only do we have Woody at the shelter, there are many, many other animals. Dogs, cats, puppies, kittens, every breed, every size imaginable. So please come on down to the shelter and take a look around. Even if you're not interested in adopting a pet, you might want to come down and visit the friends that are down there. Give them a little love and attention because they sure could use it and they sure do deserve it. We want to talk about some of the things that your donations from last year went into. The shelter's been very busy this year. A lot of programs, a lot of help going out to people. One of the most important things about our shelter is that we never turn an animal away. If an animal needs a place to go, the shelter is always there for them. We provide food and shelter and medical care for animals that need it over at the shelter. We also sponsor rabies clinics. We have a humane education program that goes out to the schools. Can you think of anything that I have missed? You still
Well, but I think, Holly, the most important thing is we've never turned an animal down that's ever been in need. No matter where they're from or what their conditions are, we've always had a little room for them, medical care if they need it, veterinary care rather, good 3 squares a day. Jan goes out, that's our humane educator, Jan Berlin. She goes out, she has Bagel Day on Friday. A local area business donates some nice bagels, and the dogs love them, and they go crazy for them. And it's just, on a daily basis, the shelter, the staff there, the volunteers, we just love the animals so much, and that's why we have this telethon, to let everybody know. Oh, Woody, sit here, baby. To let everybody know that little guys like this deserve a good home.
Yes,
they
they do.
deserve it.
Yes, they do.
But you know what Woody told me before? We didn't give the phone number.
We didn't give the phone number to
No,
call.
we didn't give the phone number to call. Oh, no, shame
The
on
phone
us,
number
Woody.
is right here, 858-8400. Please call, say hello, make a donation towards the Humane Society.
No matter how large or how small. it
That's
helps.
right. Everything helps. We really need your help. Our friends like Woody really need your help. We need you to help us keep them warm, to give them food, to give them medical attention, to help us find them homes. Until they can find a home, we need to take good care of them.
That's right. That's right. You know, another important thing, Holly, is our spay-neuter program at
Yes.
the shelter, and you
Yes.
know more about that than I do. So I think.
Yeah. Every animal that leaves the shelter now has been spayed or neutered before they leave. It is so important to have this done for your pets, not only for their own health, but also to cut down on the animals who don't have homes and who aren't wanted. There are too many animals every year who don't find homes, and unfortunately they have to be put to sleep, and it's a shame, and it shouldn't happen. It can be prevented. So please, donate to the shelter. Help us to take care of these animals and get them spayed and neutered. And if you have an animal at home that is not spayed or neutered,
Oh, shame. Shame.
get it done. It's good for the animal, and it's good for everybody. It really is.
It's very important for their future health, too.
Right.
You know, we'll be talking more about that later. In fact, I think you have some topics that we're going to cover today.
Yes, some of the topics we're going to cover today on the telethon. We're going to be having and learning about the drug and agriculture dogs. There are many ways that dogs help us. Seeing eye dogs, we're going to be having them on today. Many, many things like that. Shelter events, all the wonderful things that have happened at our shelter this year. We're going to be learning about heartworm, what to do to prevent it, fleas and rabbits. And Lynn, why don't you tell us a little bit about who's going to be on?
I have guests. Woody, look, I have guests. Some of our guests today, live and in person, will be Pat Carr, who's a great friend of our Humane Society. Joe Myers, who's the arson detection canine. Well, Heidi's the canine.
So
Yeah.
they'll be coming up very soon.
Yes, very
Getting
soon.
a little short on
Okay,
time.
we're going to stand
We've
by
been
on the guest
rambling on.
list for later.
Okay, let me tell you about a video that's going to be coming up. It's called Potpourri. Throughout the year, the shelter sponsors a variety of events, both at the shelter and at other sites. Join us as we give you a brief review of the Children's Pet Show, Tail Waggers Walkathon, Stuffed Animal Pet Show, and Pet Photos with Santa. Remember, please call the number 858-8400. We're looking forward to hearing from you.
The way that they handle their animals. The humane educator will also be in the ring and interacting with the kids. And we have prizes, and we have ribbons, and we have trophies. So that's what we're doing today, is just rewarding good pet care and conduct.
Well, some of the pets on display were of the unique variety. There was this lobster, a pair of frisky hermit crabs, and what would a pet show be without an iguana? Its owner had no interest in a dog or cat.
There, like, a whole bunch of people has them, and, like, people don't have iguanas, a lot of people.
Now, the pets were given awards in a variety of categories, but maybe the best part was that some of the animals, including Paisley the cat and Elvis the dog, were former Humane Shelter guests who found a home and someone to love.
Yeah, the iguana, yeah, that's their report.
The animal was behaving perfectly. That's not too surprising because all the animals in the event were stuffed. Young and old brought contestants for the 5th annual Stuffed Animal Pet Show Sunday, sponsored by the Humane Society of Port Jervis and Deer Park. These special pets were judged in categories that included best dressed, classiest, and best endangered species. Some people go all out for this. 12-year-old Jennifer Zierer of Sparrowbush brought 141 of her family's stuffed animals to compete. Jan Matthews of the Humane Society set up this unique show with some specific children in mind.
The idea behind the Stuffed Animal Pet Show is that kids that don't have live pets at home but always wanted them, like I did when I was a kid, can be able to participate in shelter activities.
And unlike other animal shows, this one required little pet owner maintenance.
We never have to have pooper scoopers out. We never have to have the trash cans out. Everything is clean up yourself.
The Stuffed Animal Pet Show is one of a series of events sponsored by the Humane Society to promote kindness to all animals. And that's a report for all of us here at Cable 6. Thank you for watching. Hope
Meyer and McGruff the crime dog are here today from the DARE program. Taking a break after the initial registration rush. Tote filled with goodies for dogs. Our table of gifts. All dogs who walk get a bandana. The humans get a badge. There's Pat. Hiya, Pat.
How you doing?
Doing fine. Glad you're here. Always, Access 8 helps us out. Lynn Tears giving Midrigs of Access 8 a fine-looking bandana. Official for the Tail Waggers Walkathon. Another happy walker. Band-aiders and Band-aiders. They'll be putting their dogs through the moves in just a few minutes. The first people to complete the walk, and they were relaxing on the side. I missed them. Your names are? And your dogs are? And they look like they've been soaked. What happened? This dog not adorable. This dog is. Looks like some type of a terrier mix.
Semi-alert. Yeah. Yeah, the year Larry Friedman did, and we couldn't even see this one. Yeah, we could. Can you put your paw under her head, honey?
George, put her...
No, he can't see.
Oh, he can't?
He put his hand under her head, though, to hold her right up like this. Yeah.
Okay, we're back, and I'm Jan Berlin, the Humane educator at the shelter. This is Mikey. If there are any students or teachers out there, of course, they know Mikey's going to be with me. During the month of February, we sponsored an Animals and Art poster contest within the schools in the area, and we have here one of our winners. Would you introduce yourself, please? Real loud. And what school? All right, and Dominic, with this wonderful painting, which I'm sure all of you can appreciate, has come in and won a third-place trophy. We are very proud of him. A round of applause is certainly in order. Yeah. Because it's Dominic's birthday party today, he has come before the rest of our ceremony, which will be held at 1:30 this afternoon. So we just wanted to make sure that everyone was able to see Dominic in his painting and have him receive the award. And also our new creative kids coloring book. We're going to give that to Dominic because we're sure he can do something good with that. And I want to shake your hand, give you your trophy, and thank you for coming. And everybody here can wish Dominic a happy birthday because he's on his way to a party. Okay. The rest of the ceremony will take place later on this afternoon, and we're going to turn it over to Lynn and Pat.
Hi, and welcome back. We're coming back. Yes, we are. Okay. Hey, we're on again, sweetheart. I'd like you to welcome my good friend, Pat Carr. She's a member of our board of directors at the Humane Society and a good friend of mine. And Pat, Pat's here to tell us a little bit about something she got involved in a few years ago. And I'll tell you a little story after that. But Pat, I know that you were driving around town one day, and what happened to you?
My husband and I saw a dog without shelter, and it bothered me, and we talked about it, and I said, isn't there something that we can do? So we made a coup, and I went to the house and asked the people if if I could donate the coop to them because I felt sorry for the dog.
And as we all know that, you know, we don't condone leaving your dog outside, chained, God forbid.
Oh,
Or
no.
we don't even like to see them in a coop. But if you are the type that thinks that your dog should stay in a coop, well, we can't really argue with that. But the dog should have good shelter, and that's kind of what Pat and her husband do. One time, in fact, last Christmas, I had talked to Pat. Yes, sweetheart, sit down. And there was a dog in my neighborhood who didn't have decent shelter. And I said to Pat, what am I going to do? And she says, oh, Lynn, leave it to me. And about 3 days later, after one of the wickedest snowstorms we had, Pat calls up and says, I'm coming over. My husband's got something for you. They come over with a really nice doghouse, which my husband took over to the neighbors and said, we have a nice dog coop for your dog. Would you please take it? And they were overjoyed. They just couldn't believe it, you know. And
We even put hay in it.
yes, you even put hay in it. Bless your heart.
Yeah.
And it was a gift to me because I cannot abide by dogs being outside anyway. And Pat just made my Christmas, and your husband.
And she was able to sleep that night.
Yeah, I was able to sleep that night for the first time since the winter had hit. So Pat's husband is quite the handyman, and he takes coops that are falling down apart, and he gets wood from wherever he can get it, and he refurbishes them and makes them look really dandy. And then Pat goes around and says, I think someone needs a coop over there. And I think you do a great service to the community, Pat.
Thank you.
We really thank you and your husband both.
It does my heart good because I just absolutely cannot stand to see a dog. I hate them outside to start
know.
with, and when
I know.
there's nothing there but a stake in the ground.
Yeah, that's not only cruel, but you know what are we going to do? People are like that, but we can help, and you, by your little program, you do help a lot. You know, the animals in the area, and we can't thank you enough. And you know what I'm going to have you do this time before you go? You got to turn around and give the phone number for the telethon.
Okay.
We're going to put her on the spot.
Okay, the phone number is 858-8400.
And before you go, I think, let's see, Woody, we're going to introduce you again, Woody, because if you're interested, this little guy is absolutely adorable. He's well-behaved. He's a shepherd mix, of course, with the ears. He's got great ears. And they estimate his age to be about 8 weeks. And, of course, he's already been neutered, because the program at the shelter, of course, we neuter them before they go. And he's absolutely precious. If you have room in your heart and your home for this little guy, please call the shelter and arrange to have a little visit. You can play with him, and if you have a family, you can, you know, come in and see, and we're going to have a good time. Woody, huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, they're telling me we have to go someplace. I don't know where we're going, but, we're going that away. Thank you, Pat.
Okay, thank you, Lynn.
Okay, that's me? All right. There are a lot of things that are involved in running a shelter, and you have to make sure that your staff is the utmost in order to run the shelter smoothly. And of course, at the Humane Society of Port Jervis, Deer Park, we have the finest staff that you can find anywhere. We have here a list of the top 10 job qualifications to work at a shelter. People are often saying, how can you do that? How can you work there? Doesn't it make you sad? These are the top 10 things that you have to be or have to have in order to work at a shelter. Number 10, you must be able to face a litany of weak explanations from pet owners giving up their companion animals. Number 9, you must have a high threshold for mental anguish. Number 8, you must resist the temptation to spay and neuter select human members of the community. Number 7, you must not object to kitty litter in your hair, shoes, and even your teeth. Number 6, it always helps to love the smell of pet food before and after. Number 5, of the top 10 qualifications to work at a shelter, you need the ability to heal quickly from scratches and animal-related injuries. Does not look good if you're totally bandaged. Number 4, you need to have a deep-seated belief that there are no bad dogs, just bad owners. Number 3, you must work well under pressure and a pressure cleaner. Number 2, you must work to exhaustion attempting to find new homes even when there are not enough homes available. The number 1 job qualification to work at the shelter is you must care. It's an ugly job, but where would the animals be without a caring staff at the shelter? As a matter of fact, right now, if you stop by the shelter, we're calling it the Port Jervis Bed and Breakfast. You'll notice the cages are complete with toys, snacks, boxes, baskets, towels. We've run the gamut there. The shelter staff is very concerned about the comfort of the animals. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're ready to go to a video. It's entitled You've Got a Friend, and what we do during the month of February is ask the students in the local elementary schools to bring in photographs of themselves and their best friends. Of course, that would be their pet. We put that together to James Taylor's You've Got a Friend.
When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand and nothing, oh, nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yeah, baby, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud now. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come.
Oh, we're on?
You're live.
We're on. Okay, welcome back. When arson is the expected cause of a fire, who are you going to call? Well, it's probably going to be Joe Myers and his dog Heidi if you're in Orange County. Welcome back. Come on over.
Well, thank you very much.
What is your official title with Heidi?
Well, I am a fire investigator for the County of Orange, and my official title is the Deputy Coordinator of Fire and Arson Investigation for Orange County. And Heidi is my own personal canine, and she is a certified New York State accelerant detection canine.
Okay, good. I understand that you and Heidi are going to do a demonstration for us today.
Yes, I'll give you a little demonstration to show you exactly what Heidi does when we go investigating a fire.
Okay.
If there is a suspicion that an accelerant has been used or that the fire may have been set, we bring Heidi in and have her do a search of the area. Heidi is trained to detect the presence of combustible flammable vapor residue. And in different categories, 4 different categories. We have the hydrocarbon group, which is gasoline, kerosene, diesel fuel, things of that nature. Also water miscible, which is alcohol, the acetone, which is a polar solvent, and a natural product, which is turpentine. She is trained to indicate on all of those items. When I bring her into the building, before I bring her in, I'll go into the building and check the structure to find out how safe it is for the canine. Because many times the building has been, the floor's been burned out and it's unsafe. Most of the time when I do take Heidi through, I take her through with this harness, as you can see. If the building is unstable, I'll put her on lead. And I'll keep her on lead so that she won't fall through the floors on it. We've had occasion where she has went through the floors, but I've been able to keep her up with the use of the harness and the strap. You notice the harness, it is hooked back here, so when it's pulling around the leg and not around the neck.
Right.
With a choke collar. For the better part, however, I allow her to search on her own.
Mm-hmm.
I put her on command at a very high-pitched voice. I yell, "Find the cause."
Okay.
Now, it's an unusual pitch with the voice, but it's a signal to the dog. That's about the only time the dog will hear that sound. When I put her in command, is find the cause. I sound like an opera singer when I'm doing it. But that's what she has been trained with. That's the type of voice she's been trained with. And that sets everything up for her to go search.
Now, you said before that she indicates where the accelerant might be. What do you mean by she indicates?
Well, she indicates or hits. Now, there's 2 basic types of indications. One way of training dogs is on an aggressive response.
Mm-hmm.
They do this a lot with the drug dogs. Once the drug dog gets in an area and they find some drugs, they will dig in that specific area. That's an aggressive response. The canines for fire investigation, we usually try to teach them a passive response. The reason being, lots of times we're in an area where there's a lot of hot coals, a lot of hot embers. If the dog was trained to dig into the embers that they indicated that there's accelerants there, they may burn their pads.
They end up hurting themselves.
And they really get worked up after a while. Okay? Well,
Okay.
I'll put her on command. I put out a little hideout here and show you how it works. Now, I'll have to warm her up real good, and I'll show you the way I usually work.
Okay.
Okay?
Here we go.
You want to go to work? Huh? You want to go to work? Huh? You want to go to work? Huh? Let's go to work? Huh? And it's up to me as the handler to put her to every area that I want her to search. Okay? So I'm going to take her down there at the other end of the stage. You want to go to work? Just go. right here, as you can see her working, there's other things in this area that are disturbing her. Show me. That's where it is. She put her nose to it the last second. Good dog! And she's out. Now, we're supposed to play with her now. And this builds the dog's stride up because on the second run, they're usually a lot more aggressive than they are in the first one. Now, she's trained not to let go of this top. Well, I don't try to make her give it up by command. I try to pull away from her. And I say, what you're supposed to do is lift the dog up, but she won't let go of it. So I usually have to roll her too. This is what she does. She loves it. Okay? Let go. Now, she's smart because she knows when I start to train for a minute to roll it over, she'll rotate so I can't catch up on it.
Heidi loves her work.
This is Bill's right. Okay, that's it. Okay. So we can see the hide there. I don't know if you've seen it alongside the
You have a piece of wood
stand.
there,
Yeah.
and it has some...
I put a couple fresh drops on it before I came in here, and it's pretty strong over there.
Good job.
But
Heidi.
usually she works off the drops.
And that's all they need.
That's all they need.
Now, can you tell us, now you had mentioned that there were 4 types of accelerants. I know that we must have a lot of accelerants at home, just around the house. Could you tell us what some of the common causes of fires are that we need to watch out for?
Well, the common cause of the fire, as a fire investigator, quite often I see a trend happening where the causes of fire are very similar. And a lot of the old warnings still hold true. You don't let children play with matches. You don't leave children alone. And you try to train them in some type of fire escape from the house, exit drills in the home. And there's a lot of things like this that you've got to be aware of. Another thing is smoke detectors. I've seen a lot of times where the installation of a smoke detector could have really prevented the fire from extending as seriously as it has. But
So a lot of the frustrations in firefighting, I would imagine, is that a lot of it is preventable.
yes, it is.
And it just isn't prevented because people aren't either aware of how to do it or they just choose not to.
That's correct.
So that must be difficult. It looks like we're getting a little bit short on time. Joe, I want to thank you very much for coming in, and thank you so much for bringing Heidi. And you are a veteran here.
Okay.
You've been here with us every year, and we very much appreciate having you come.
You're welcome.
Now, the next thing that we're going to do is, I'm not sure what we're going to do next. We're going to come over and see Liz. She's sitting there waiting for us.
Yes, Joe, don't leave. I have to say goodbye to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Okay. Are we all set to go? We're all set? Yeah, we're all set. Okay. I've been asked to give you a little tidbit for the next hour. Coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to have Brian Atkinson from the Huguenot Fire Department. He's a member of the search and rescue team, and he's with us for the first time this year. So if you're a fireman, fire person, I should say, please, let's be politically correct. Please tune in to see Brian and see about his great work. In the meantime, I'd like to remind you of our phone number. It's Franklin the Way. It's 858-8400. And by the end of the day, I'm sure I'll have that number down pat. If you can give us whatever you can give us for our animals, we sure would appreciate it. If you want to talk to me or to Joe Myers, who's still here for a few minutes, or anybody here, give us a call. We'll chit-chat with you on the phone. We're supposed to have a live animal right now, but I guess that's been a... Oh, hi, puppy. Hello, let me jump down on the floor. Let me jump down. Hi, sweetheart. Do we have information here? Okay, you're going to do it. Shiva?
Shiva, and she's a spaniel mix, and she's housebroken, and she's 2 years old, and she gets spayed, of course.
She's stayed already. That's of course she is. Come here, say hi. Why? She sees Heidi over in the corner there. And she's wondering, what is all this craziness going on? How old is she?
2 years old.
She's 2 years old. And she's a spaniel mix. Oh, she's beautiful. She's so quiet. I have one at home just, well, he's not as fuzzy as she is, but the little face is just the same. Just the same. Okay, sweetie, well, if you want to see this little darling, you can call our shelter at 856, oh boy, I'm going to mess this up, 3677 during the week, and just come on in and talk to the shelter staff about our little friend here. and see if you're compatible with her. Because we have lots of little friends just like this waiting for a good home. Many more, yes, unfortunately, many more. But if you have room in your heart and your home for a dog or a cat, please give us a call. If you're just in the neighborhood and you want to visit, come in and see the shelter, meet the people, and we'd love to have you. Now, I have to go. We're going to do a U.S. Customs and Narcotics. Oh, boy, I messed this up.
Agriculture.
Thank you. Agriculture dogs. It's going to be a video about the Agriculture Department's Beagle Brigade, so I think we're going.
Jane Pauley.
They're your best friends, friendly, loyal, furry. When the rest of the world lets you down, their love is unconditional. Sure, they'll watch the kids and protect the house, but will dogs really do an honest day's work? It turns out the answer is a definitive yes. And as Chris Hansen discovered, some dogs can do more than you ever imagined, but only the ones who are indeed a breed apart.
You're on patrol with a United States Customs agent at Miami International Airport, one of the nation's busiest. A gateway to the U.S. for foreigners on vacation and business, for Americans coming home,
Right there. It's marijuana.
and for drugs coming in. The drugs are hidden everywhere.
See, it's right there. That's marijuana.
For this agent eyeballing the passengers, there are no tourists, only potential drug couriers. Each bag a possible hiding place for contraband.
Here it is. White powder.
Yeah, there it is.
He has a superhuman ability to sniff out smugglers, literally. Meet Canine Customs Agent Duke and his partner, Officer Bob Rivera.
What's this?
Together, they police the international customs area.
Good boy.
Every passenger and bag must pass through it before leaving the airport.
Good boy. Find it. Easy. Find it here.
And because of Duke and Bob, and Doc, and Gigolo, many people won't make it out.
Let me have your IDs again. Sir. Hold up. Sir.
They get busted. Tonight, Duke and Bob have targeted an arriving flight from Jamaica that they think is hot.
What are the odds that somebody on this flight from Jamaica is carrying dope?
Odds are real big. They usually wait for the last flight.
They think the customs man is off for the night.
Right. They think that's it. 9 to 5, he's home. We're going to surprise him today. Let's go get it, Duke. Up.
Duke and Bob have busted 200 people in the last 2 years. And as you'll soon see, tonight will make it 201. In the high-tech war on drugs, one of the best weapons, it turns out, is man's best friend. But not every dog has what it takes. The selection process is rigorous, and the top candidates for customs class may surprise you. They are the dregs of dog society, misfits, abandoned by their owners, imprisoned behind the bars of a dog pound, some literally on death row.
It's almost like the dirty dozen. You take society's rejects and put them to work in war, essentially the war on drugs.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Carl Newcomb runs the Customs Canine Training Program.
We've taken a group of dogs that are unruly, that aren't your normal pet that lays in front of the fireplace, and said, hey, partner, this is what we want. You're a wonderful candidate for this program.
So the ill-behaved dog who is running around the house, chewing on furniture, eating shoes, that's the guy you want.
The misfit of the dog world is what we're looking for.
It's your winner.
That's our dog.
Hey, guys.
It's not canine cunning they're looking for. It's raw instinct, the reaction to this tennis ball.
The reaction we're looking for is a dog that becomes mesmerized by the sight of the activity of the ball.
Watch as recruiter Don Blair looks for the few, the pawed, and the crazed. Next, he teases them with a plain white towel. This towel will become extremely important if the dog is chosen.
Let's go.
If there is promise, it's outside for round 2. Remember, all the dog's attention should be trained on the towel. This dog seemed a sure thing at first, but just didn't have the right stuff.
You gotta get the towel. Hey, come here.
Today, no one made the cut.
Hey, son!
Now here's a hound who knows the drill. Bonsai is fresh from the pound, a little more than a week into training here at the special U.S. Customs facility in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia.
Shake it, babe.
Each dog is paired with a customs agent. Together, they'll train for the next 3.5 months. But first, the canine cadets will be divided into 2 distinct groups.
This is the kind of dog called a positive response dog, and you can see why. Joe here works behind the scenes. He's not trained for obedience. His only mission is to find drugs in luggage, in cargo, even in the mail. But there's another kind of dog trained to find drugs on people, a passive dog. When a passive dog, like Patton here, smells narcotics, he simply sits down, signaling his handler that he's found the contraband. In this case, what Patton has found is the 2 ounces of marijuana that was hidden in my sock.
Customs, of course, supplied the drugs. Passive or positive response, their motive is Pavlovian. First, they're trained to retrieve the towel. For them, this is play. The towels are scented with the odor of narcotics. Actual bags of marijuana or hashish are tied on. Now that the dogs associate their toy with a certain smell, the game gets harder. They have to sniff out the towel. It may be hidden under the ground.
Find it. Okay, find it. What you got?
Above the ground, or inside something. Next, they graduate to the hard stuff, heroin and cocaine. These scents are harder to detect. The drugs are hidden inside several of these suitcases.
Right now, the handler does not know.
No, handler
which
doesn't know.
suitcase has the cocaine or heroin in it.
No. And what we're trying to simulate there is obviously the real world. You never know when you're going to come into the narcotic odor. That's what we got the dog for.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
But you do have to recognize the dog's change in behavior when they get into the narcotic odor. And it can be very, very subtle. Some dogs in the actual environment will have a head turn. And that's it.
Really?
They're moving on. And so that officer has to be able to say, wait a minute, that dog smelled that suitcase a little longer than this other. Let's go back and check this suitcase again.
If they pass the suitcase exam, the recruits are let loose in a more difficult environment. A warehouse full of cargo. The narcotics could be hidden anywhere. Finding dope in here is among the toughest of jobs for human agents. But these guys make it look like play.
What you got there, bud? What you got there, bud? Where'd it go? Come on, let me go. Boy, get it out there, all right. Woo!
And finally, the toughest test. A simulated border crossing jammed with vehicles. Heroin and cocaine hidden in only a few.
So you had several dozen cars here. 4 of them have heroin or cocaine in them.
Exactly.
If that dog doesn't hit on all 4.
Right. He's got to have 100% detection capability or he's not passing the course.
Here we go.
On the Mexican border, it can take a customs agent up to 20 minutes to search a single vehicle. A canine team can cover an entire car in less than 2.
Dogs have found it in tires on the vehicle. They found it in the drive shaft. They found it in the gas tanks. They found it in the engines. So there's basically no place on a vehicle that the dog has not identified and located the narcotics.
What you got there, bud? Huh? What you got in there?
Out of the 250 dogs that enter the program each year, only about 150 will graduate. The rest are adopted by families.
Get it out of there! Get it out of there! Go get that!
No Bowsers in this class, though. It looks like everyone will pass the final exam. And throughout it all, their only reward is that plain white towel.
What is it about the towel?
Yeah, they work real cheap, don't they? The towel in itself represents something to them. And what it represents to them is an enjoyable experience.
So enjoyable, in fact, that it often takes more time to get the towel away than it does for dogs to find the drugs. They try to steal the towel, replacing it with one that isn't scented with narcotics.
It's taken us 10, 15 minutes actually to get the towel away from a dog. They're so possessive of it. They say, hey, this is my towel, this is my toy. If you want to get it from me, that's okay, but it's going to take you a while to do that.
Oh, you got it.
We're going to play a tug-of-war.
Back in Miami, the game continues, but the stakes couldn't be higher. A tug-of-war here means a smuggler is probably on his way to jail.
Out of here.
Duke and Bob are poised for that flight just in from Jamaica.
Come on, man. Keep walking. Slow down, slow down. Good.
One at a time, please. One at a time. You don't bite.
No passenger or bag escapes Duke's nose. So far, nothing seems to arouse suspicion. Then...
Stop. Excuse me, sir. Hold on a second. Put your bag down for me.
It's a strong hit, and there's little doubt where Duke thinks the drugs are hidden.
Can I have your customs declaration, your passport? Good boy, sit. That's a good dog. It's a drug dog, okay? You have any marijuana or anything on you?
The man admits he's been smoking marijuana, but claims he doesn't have any drugs on him. Bob can't tell if Duke smells cocaine, heroin, or marijuana. In fact, Duke's sense of smell is so keen, he could just be detecting the odor of the marijuana the man admitted he smoked.
What does your gut instinct tell you?
I think he's got it. I mean, I trust my dog 100%.
Whether it's a pot seed or a pound of cocaine, Duke really doesn't care. He just wants his towel.
Come here. Hands on the wall.
What did you find?
Okay, we got a positive. He's got 2 bricks in his crotch area, exactly where the dog alerted to.
2 bricks of...
2 bricks. We don't know what it is right now. We're going to field test it. Have a seat. Okay, we got white powder. Only going to be cocaine. We get a blue reaction. That'll test positive for cocaine. And there we have it.
2.5 pounds of it. Street value, about $35,000. Last year in Miami, the canine teams alone seized close to $1 billion worth of narcotics. But Duke and his friends aren't the only dogs guarding our borders, and drugs aren't the only contraband being smuggled in.
Good girl, Cricket.
Meet Cricket, an inspector for the Beagle Brigade of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Her work may not be as glamorous as her Miami Vice colleagues, but her job, rooting out illegal fruits and meats, is just as important.
El manzana es prohibido. Yeah, it's verboten.
Like Duke, Cricket sits when she smells contraband, but her reward is a kibble. It doesn't look like a time bomb, but a single piece of contaminated fruit or meat could cost taxpayers millions.
Good girl.
This sausage Cricket uncovered may be a delicacy in its homeland, but it could contain a virus that could devastate our country's cattle.
Are you bringing any food in here, sir?
Passengers intentionally smuggling food are usually fined, but most people simply don't realize it's illegal. Their contraband is simply confiscated, then dissected. This fruit turned out to be infested with larvae.
Could be Mediterranean fruit fly. If it was unleashed here in Florida, it could destroy the fruit industry here.
This cornucopia of foreign food was seized in only a few hours. Once examined, it'll be ground up. Every day in Miami, almost 20,000 passengers come under the scrutiny of USDA and customs inspectors. The flights keep coming in, and so does the contraband. But that's okay with Duke and the rest of the barking Vice Squad. They'll be there too, for as long as they're able.
We're looking at 5 or 6 years, we hope, to get out of the dog. And you're talking several $1 billion worth of narcotics being taken off the street.
What kind of pension do they get?
Unfortunately, it's in front of the fireplace.
They get to keep their white towel?
Yeah, well, sometimes they get a gold towel.
And back in the mountains of Virginia, the next class of recruits is panting for its chance.
There are 454 dog teams patrolling the airports, docks, and borders around the U.S. Nationwide, the dogs helped bag more than 6,000 smugglers last year.
Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video that we had on the different jobs that our animal friends do. We're back at the 4th Annual Humane Society Telethon. I'm Holly Jones, and I'm here to give you an update on how we're doing so far. We're doing fantastic. We have a total of $990 so far coming in. I have some thank yous I'd like to do. Alice Polito with a pledge of $25. Thank you, Alice. Friends of People with Disabilities pledged $50. Thank you very much. George and Doris Hammond and Stella Glass pledged $50. Thank you. Rita Cross pledged $10. Thank you, Rita. And Lara, Billy, Emily Von Inwigan pledged $25. Thank you. And if I mispronounced your last name, I am sorry. Mr. and Mrs. George Weigel pledged $25. Thank you both. Blair and Rita Newbert pledged $25. Thank you. All of these pledges add up. All of these pledges are going directly to the animals. $10 pledge from Barbara and Tracy Todd. Thank you, Barbara and Tracy. We have a $5 pledge from Margaret Macclesville. Thank you, Margaret. And we have a $35 pledge from Colmar Labs. Thank you. $40 pledge from Laura Strakowski. Thank you, Lori. And they won't stick together. We have a $10 pledge from Anonymous. I wonder who that could be. We have a $20 pledge from Lures True Value. Thank you very much. A $25 pledge from Clune Plumbing. And Mrs. Clune was the one who called in. And they asked that we would please announce on the air that Max Clune, the Beagle Hound, I'm assuming, was responsible for that pledge. And also a pledge of $20 from Joe and Ellen Brink. Thank you very much, Joe and Ellen. As you can see, we're doing great. We have $990 on the board. Let's get those phones ringing. I'd like to introduce you to some of the people who are helping us out today. Everyone here is a volunteer. This is Tammy, and she's helping us on the phones and adding up all our pledges. And we have Pat, who's here with us, and Janet, and another Pat, and Doris, and they're all on the phone. Call up. These ladies would love to talk to you. We'd love to have you call in and make a pledge. Remember, all of your money is going straight towards those animals. Keep them warm, to give them shelter, to give them medical care, to feed them, and to find them home. So please call us. We really need your help. Now, so far we've seen a lot of information on different things that our dog friends do, and I wanted to also show you there are so many good books out that you can read more about it. If you're thinking of adopting an animal, if you have an animal, you've had an animal for years, but you still have questions if your animal's giving you problems, this is just one of the many put out by the Barron Company, the publisher. It's a complete book of dog care, and it goes into many different aspects of dog care. If you're first thinking about adopting an animal, which kind of animal to pick. If you're having problems, how to raise an animal. It goes into training, their diet, if your dog gets sick, traveling with the dog. All those things are in this book. There are a lot of good books like that out there. But if this book looks particularly good to you, if you call in and make a pledge of $10, it is yours. All you have to do is ask for it. So please give us a call. Our phone number is 858-8400. We need your help. Our phones are ringing. Please keep them ringing. We do need your help. We're going to be moving over to Lynn, who has a friend with her, Brian Atkinson, and they have a few things to tell us. Going off.
I thank you, Holly. I think are we gonna switch? I have to show everybody a poster first, though. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess we changed our minds. Okay. Okay, we're back over here on the set, and I'm very pleased to welcome Brian Atkinson. Hi, Brian. He is from the Huguenot Fire Department, and we are just blessed to have his little buddy here. Would you introduce your friend?
This is Buck. He does canine search and rescue for the tri-state area. Train him to search out human scents and to go and get them.
Oh, so Buck is technically a search and rescue dog.
That's right.
And how did you get started in this, Brian?
Well, I saw it once on TV, and I decided I was going to try it, and it didn't work out the first 2 dogs. What I had to do was do a lot of research and a lot of training, and through a lot of help, I was able to come up with Buck.
That's quite an undertaking.
Yeah,
I would
takes
imagine
many hours. Many hours.
Well, you had told me that you train your dogs in where you live, at home. You don't go out to a school, and you find it works better this way.
Most of the time, I try and do it all myself. If there's something, a new technique out, then I might go out to an outside agency to get some more training. But I do most of the stuff in-house, or I'll take them out in the field and try something new.
Buck, where are you going, sweetie pie? Buck, it's a little strange in here for Buck. We have dogs, we have cats, we have people running all around here, so... There you go, sweetheart. And you have more, Buck is not your only dog, I understand.
No, I have another dog that I'm training. We're trying to do him in some sort of water type of rescue stuff, where he can actually take a scent off the river or off the lake or something like that to someone
off
with
the
underneath.
water? I don't believe that could be done, really.
Well, it can, it has.
We all know that dogs have a very keen sense of smell. That's incredible to get a scent from water. I didn't think it could be done.
Yeah, there is dogs across the country that can do it, and I'd like to get as much information on it as I can so I can start teaching him a little more about it.
I imagine that would be very helpful since we live in an area that, a lot of canoeists and boaters. A lot of water people, and unfortunately they either fall overboard or they have an accident. And it must be very difficult to rescue someone like that if you don't know where they went down in the water.
Very
so that would be incredible. Now, what's Buck's specialty?
Buck will take any scent that I give him and try and track it down.
Now, how do you do that? With like, say, if a little boy were lost.
Well, we try and get an article of clothing, or we can take a sniff or let him sniff an area where he was last sitting or walking, and once we find a common scent, he'll follow that trail. Unfortunately, you don't know which way the trail is coming or going.
I can imagine.
But hopefully you're on the right direction.
And I've seen rescues where, you know, everybody has like a map and there's coordinates and there's like a certain pattern that you follow.
No, we don't do a grid search too often.
That's what grid search.
Grid searching is more for the fire department, which those guys are a great help. They cover every inch of the ground. We try and do a primary search before they get in there to try and locate them quicker. A grid search is the most accurate, but we try and get in there to save the life a little bit faster, a little more.
I can imagine time is always of the essence, especially if it's very cold out or there's impending bad weather. It's got to be like an adrenaline rush for you and the dog.
It is.
It must be even.
It is.
Well, how do you how do you signal Buck when it's time to work?
Well, you have certain commands. Of course, I can't say the commands.
Of course not. No.
That
but you have
do.
certain words.
Yeah, and there's certain aspects that the dog will show, like his ears might go up or something of that sort. Sit down, Buck. And that'll let me know that he's got the scent and he's ready to go.
He's ready to go. And what's his reward when he's done well?
Just a lot of praise, a lot of loving, and maybe a treat.
Maybe a treat. I know Brian said to me, do not give the dog any cookies, please, because that signals something different.
That's right.
Yeah, as a dog human, I don't say owner, a dog human. I mean, I give my dogs cookies and treats when they do something, but you say that is his reward for a job well done.
That's right.
So
he doesn't get a treat unless he's done something for it. Maybe the end of training, maybe the end of a rescue, some sort of search. If he's done a good job, then he'll get something.
He gets his reward.
He loves the praise. He'd rather have the praise. The food is the food. It's something that he'll get anyway. But praise is what he lives for.
Now, Brian, he lives with you as a member of the family?
Yeah, him and another dog, Max, live with my wife, Amy, and I. And we do a lot of training. I have an extra hand at help at home. John Adams, he's a helpful trainer. Him and I go out quite often and do a lot of training together.
Now, Brian, I know that you're with the Huguenot Fire Department. Now, say if a little child were lost, they would call like the fire department in their district, which say would be Huguenot, and they call you and say, Brian, we need help. Is that how it goes?
Well, it doesn't only have to be our area. For example, recently we had a call in Pennsylvania. What they would do is they would contact the police department or the fire department, who would contact New York's fire department or their police department, who would put him in touch of our sort of command center, who would then get in touch with me through a radio.
I see. Okay, and then you tell Buck it's time to go to work.
Yeah. You have to kind of just pull him out and psych him up for a second. And it takes about 1 minute, and he's ready to go.
Oh, I can imagine. Do you have a special collar that he wears when you go to work, or is it your voice?
Mostly it's a voice. He doesn't get off the leash really all that often. If it's going to be a really long search, there's another technique that we do. We put a radio collar on him, and we give him the scent. If it's something that has to be done very fast, but a long, quick thing, what I'll do is put a radio collar on him and set him on the trail. And what we'll do is we'll try and triangulate the dog. Because what we'll do is he'll have a little pack on him that'll give some sort of food and some shelter to the people who we're trying to find.
That's interesting.
And when he gets there, they'll just pull it off his back, and he'll remain there with the people.
That's a marvelous idea. That is an absolutely marvelous idea. Oh, well, we kind of dimmed the lights a little bit, but I think we'll live. The floor manager's going, I don't believe the light went out. But, okay, so, he can do long range.
Yes.
And you just track him, in other words. So
That's
he's
right.
tracking somebody and you're tracking him.
Right.
But he's never you've never lost Buck, have you?
No.
Okay.
Well, he's gotten away on us. He's so smart that sometimes he's too smart for his own good.
I can imagine.
He'll like to go out and play with all the kids in the neighborhood. So he will either dig his way out, he will climb, he will jump. He'll actually go right over a wall, such as these walls here. He'll find a way.
Incredible.
He's too smart for his own good.
Yeah, his job. Well, I have to search out a child or something.
His job is to overcome, and
Yeah,
he does.
yeah.
And he does. He does it too well.
I've never heard anybody say that their job is done too well. Buck, you're the first, huh? But he seems very happy, very contented.
He is.
You know,
He
so
follows.
he must love the life.
He does. He follows his directions very well.
Oh, that's great.
He lives for it, and that's what the key to it, as far as I'm concerned, is he's got to want to do it, and he wants to do it.
Oh, I'm sure he does. And he's so good. I mean, considering the circumstances in here, he's very placid and very aware. He's
Well-
probably wondering, okay, well, who am I supposed to find in here? What do you want me to do? Don't we have to go to the woods or something? So did you want to say something to your fellow firefighters out there?
Well, to
We're gonna put
Humane
him on the
Fire
spot.
Company, thanks for your help, and you guys do a great job in your search and rescue techniques. And for Westville Fire Company, you're also great to work with. And please call in and give some donations. This is a real worthy cause.
You know, it's a real pleasure, Brian, to know that people like you and dogs like Buck are available when we need help. Because when you need help and you don't know where to turn, it's just so comforting to know that if anybody's lost or there's a dangerous situation, there's somebody out there who's going to help you.
Yeah.
And
you just give us a call. We'd be glad to be there.
Definitely. And we thank you so much for being here. If you just
Thank you
hang
for
on
having me.
just a second, Buck, because I have to give the phone number or they're going to wring my neck. It's, you know, I can't learn this phone number. I don't know why. Buck, help me. It's 858-8400 is the number here at the station. If Brian's going to be around here for a couple more minutes, maybe some of your fellow firefighters want to call in and give you the razzmatazz, you're welcome to call. And I guess we're going to go to a video on geriatric cat care. But first, because I will be long drawn and quartered, I don't know if the camera can get this without a little glare. We have our poster. It says, "Do you know where your cat is? If it's outside, it may be in trouble." And that's the truth. Buck doesn't want to have to go out looking for a cat, too. So keep your kitties indoors, please. They're always safe when they're in the house. And speaking of cats, the video coming up is about older cats and their special care and the attention that they need. So if we're all set, I guess we're going to go to the video. And Brian and Buck, thank you so much.
The average lifespan of a cat is about 12 to 15 years. The key to enjoying the advancing years of your cat's life is to help it enjoy the best possible health. Because of modern veterinary skills and advances in feline nutrition, the chances of a long, healthy life for your cat are greatly improved. Add the element of a thoughtful and loving owner, and you have the formula for a successful span of senior years for your cat. The single most important factor for a cat 8 years or older is observation. The old saying, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure," is most appropriate. Being observant and aware means regular examinations by your veterinarian, proper exercise and diet, and loving, tender care. Heredity, diet, and environment all affect the aging process of your cat. Older cats sleep more and may become slightly fussy when normal routines are interrupted. They need to be warm and comfortable. The metabolism slows down and body organs don't function as well. Older cats are more likely to develop kidney, bowel, and bladder problems. Special diet considerations may be suggested. Rear leg weakness due to a loss of muscle tissue which does not regenerate may begin to occur. A fading memory causes the loss of habits. The coat may lose some of its luster, and vitamin or nutritional supplements may be recommended. Watch for excessive buildup of plaque on the teeth. Regular dental checkups are an important part of maintaining your cat's health. The mineral content of the saliva is a major factor in the buildup of plaque on the teeth. We may recommend a pet dentifrice to retard this plaque formation. It is important that the teeth are first professionally scaled and cleaned if an excessive buildup of plaque and tartar has already occurred. More frequent brushings of your pet's teeth are indicated. A crucial step is to be alert to any sudden change in behavior or weight loss or gain and physical changes. These changes could be the sign of illness, as older cats don't have the resilience of their younger days. Failure to eat could be the sign of mouth problems, dental disease, or stomach disorders. Increased consumption of water is also a sign of physical problems. Be sure to check for lumps, bumps, and tumors, perhaps while brushing your cat's coat. Diet and weight are important too, with susceptibility to weight gain enhanced by a decreased level of activity and slower metabolism. Obesity can reduce life expectancy 30 to 50%. There are diet foods available to help with this problem.
Annual physical examinations plus booster vaccinations for feline panleukopenia or distemper, respiratory illnesses such as viral rhinotracheitis, calicivirus, chlamydia, feline leukemia virus, FIP, and rabies, dental examinations and fecal checks are very important for your geriatric cat, whose resistance to diseases may be lowered.
Sometimes it is difficult to distinguish between aging and disease. Geriatric medicine is a special need veterinarians are now able to provide to extend both the lifespan and quality of life for our older cats. To determine the specific needs of these pets, we may prescribe a geriatric workup. This type of exam includes a physical with complete blood count, blood chemistry, urinalysis, fecal, and may include ECGs and X-rays when indicated. Thyroid checks are also very important, especially in older cats. During this workup, we can detect many problems in their early stages and correct or slow down their progression and damage. If your cat has not been spayed or neutered, it may be advisable to do so, even at this age. It will significantly reduce the chances of breast tumors and uterine disease. Aging is a natural process affecting all of us. Your love, companionship, understanding, and patience, along with attention to diet and following your cat's prescribed health program, are vital in helping provide your cat with many more comfortable years. Our goal is to provide your cat with the best veterinary medical care and provide you with the necessary information to help you with decisions concerning your pet's health care and well-being. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask us. Remember, your cat needs you now more than ever.
Society Telethon. I hope you enjoyed that video on geriatric cat care. I do have a reminder for everyone who has a pet. Please be sure to put ID tags on your pets, both dogs and cats. We strongly recommend to you that you keep cats inside so that they will have a chance to become a geriatric cat. There are a lot of dangers outside for cats, and this fellow, Stretch, is an example. He is a stray that came into the shelter. He is a very sweet cat, but when he did come in, he does have brain damage. He's had a lot of medical attention, and they've been taking good care of him over at the shelter. He can lead a normal life, and he'll do fine, but he's got to be an inside pet. He does have a little bit of trouble with his balance. Just one of the many reasons why keeping cats inside is the best place for them. It's the safest place for them. And if you're going to take the time and trouble to have a pet, you should take care of them to the best of your ability, and it's such a simple thing to do. So, the next thing that we need to do is to ask you to call. Our phone number, 858-8400. Please call us. Let's get those phones ringing. We need your help. We need you to call in and pledge so that we can continue to take good care of our animal friends, like cats and dogs. And sometimes we even get in rabbits, and we've had all kinds of goats we've had into the shelter. It's an expensive thing for us to take care of them. We have to feed them. We have to keep them housed. We have to pay for electricity and water and all of those things, and we really need your help to continue doing so. We are a safe place for them to be until they can find a home with people like you, so please give us a call. Stop down at the shelter. If you're thinking of adopting an animal, as I said, we had lots of cats and dogs, puppies, kittens, all sizes, shapes, breeds, and colors. Stop on in. Even if you're not going to adopt an animal, just come on by and visit. See how we're run. Come and see what a good job our shelter staff does of taking care of these furry critters. Please give us a call. Our phone number, 858-8400. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be going, oh, well, I'll just keep talking. They're saying keep talking. Well, while I'm talking here, I have a little note in my pocket, something important to tell you about. We're going to, we see a pup over there, and our cat's getting a little upset. Stretch is getting a little, ha-ha-ha. Well, Stretch is going to stretch it out right now. We have a rabies clinic coming up. The Humane Society of Port Jervis is planning to hold a rabies clinic, thank you very much, on the shelter grounds on Sunday, May 5th. Watch the shelter newsletter and the media for additional details concerning pre-registration, which is required. Or give the shelter a call at 856-3677 during the next few weeks before May 5th and pre-register your animal for the rabies clinic. I have some thank yous that were handed to me. Just up, we have an update. $50 from Gillinder Brothers. Thank you very much, Gillinder Brothers, for your donation. We have a $5 donation from an anonymous caller. Thank you very much. An anonymous business pledged $25. Thank you. Thank you for your help. A $10 donation from Charles M. Willis. I hope that's right. If it's not, give a call and let me know I'm pronouncing your name wrong. We have another anonymous donation for $25, and watch Stretch go right off the table. We have a $25 donation from Marlene Kennedy. Thank you, Marlene. I hope I am not mispronouncing your name. A $10 donation from an anonymous caller. Thank you. Stella Eckloff pledged $10. Thank you, Stella. John Coda and Sons pledged $25. Thank you very much. Another anonymous pledge for $50 and another anonymous pledge for $10. Thank you very much. Susan Briggs pledged $10. Thank you, Susan. Sam and Mabels pledged $10. Thank you, Sam and Mabels. We appreciate your help. Another anonymous caller for $5, and Louise Deller pledged $250. Thank you so much, Mrs. Deller. Your support of the society means a lot to us. We're going to be going to a video now. In this video, we'll be finding out there are many organizations and rescue networks in operation to find homes for most breed-specific dogs. These animals are rescued from all varieties of situations. Occasionally, the Humane Society of Port Jervis works with some of the rescue networks when our efforts to find a home are not successful. These rescue organizations search for people who are interested in a breed-specific pet and who will provide a good home to give the dog a second chance. In the following film clip, Norman Maccassell tells of his personal experience with Cruz, who is a greyhound that he acquired from the Greyhound Rescue Society. The Humane Society has a complete list of rescue organizations with persons to contact, and they will be very happy to provide you with this information if you're interested in providing a home for a specific breed of dog. And now we're going to go to the video.
Dear Park, and this is my friend Cruz. I adopted Cruz from the Greyhound Rescue Society. He has a fine disposition, is very, very docile, and makes a wonderful household pet. He is good with children. I haven't heard him bark yet, so he's very, very quiet. Sadly, greyhounds are very much abused after their racing days are over, so perhaps when people get to know them better, we'll see more of them in people's homes. They are very loving dogs and always want to please. They are very easily housebroken. For example, when I took Cruz out for the first time, he knew exactly what to do. He is very quiet round about the house. But considering the plight of these wonderful and loving animals, they need help, and they need it very badly. If I may, I would like to give the box number for the address for the society. Is box 472, Sugarloaf, New York, 10981. I'll say that again, box 472, Sugarloaf, New York, 10981. They are very helpful there, and they will give you all the information about these wonderful and beautiful animals.
Okay, we're back. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you are interested in adopting any of those breed-specific dogs, please be sure to give the shelter a call. They can put you in touch with the Rescue Society, and they get quite a few of them in at the shelter itself. Right now, we have a special treat. We have Amy, and she is from Tri-State Dance, and they're here to do a little performance for us. Amy, did you have anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, we're the Tri-State Dance Company, and we're performing two pieces from the musical Cats.
Perfect for us. Absolutely perfect.
All right, they're called Angelical Cats and Memory.
Very good. Let me get this out of your way so you ladies can do your stuff. that tri-state dance. And yes, how very appropriate. I was saying perfect. And right here we have a live cat. How perfect. Thank you. This is Gretchen. She's a 3-year-old spayed female, and you can see she is a gorgeous, long-haired cat. She has just been purring and rubbing up and just wanted to be pet. She is available for adoption over at the shelter. Her name is Gretchen. If you're interested in adopting Gretchen, please go to the shelter. Take a look around. And if Gretchen's not what you have in mind, but you are looking for a cat, they have plenty over there. Lynn, I understand we have some thank yous.
Yes, we do have some thank yous, Holly. Thank you, Holly.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
we're
you.
getting silly already. It's only the
Perfect.
second hour. Perfect, yes. We would like to thank the following people for their generous donation. This anonymous, we have another anonymous, Holly.
Oh,
She sent
another
us
anonymous.
$5.
Boy,
Thank
that
you,
anonymous has been busy today.
Yes, and Janet Heim, or Heem, I'm very sorry, Janet, I didn't take your phone call, so I don't know quite how to pronounce your name, but she gave us a wonderful donation of $25 for our babies.
Thank you, Janet.
From A&W Products, oh my goodness, Holly, $100. Thank you, from the bottom of our little kitty cages. And Huguenot, stop that over there. From Huguenot Hardware, they donated $50. Thank you so much. From Kathleen Ditmar from Milford, Pennsylvania, she donated $25. Thank you, Kathleen, very much. Let's see, from Anna Serbeck from Port Jervis. Now, there's a little note. It says this $25 donation is from Ripley and Rocket, my 2 favorite fur people, in quotes, who were adopted from your shelter. Well, I tell you, we're doubly blessed, Anna, because you got 2 beautiful babies, and you helped us with our telethon today. Thank you. We have a $25 gift from Anonymous. Thank you so much, whoever that Anonymous is.
Thank you, Anonymous.
From Zytone Construction in Montague, thank you so much for your $25. From the Town and Country Store, and Barbara was she called in from Port Jervis. They donated $10. Thank you so much. And I'm going to mess this up, Doris. From Fred Ogrodnik. Thank you, Doris. He sent us $10, and we thank you so much for the donation so far.
Please call. Let's keep those phones ringing. The phone number, 858-8400. Call us. We need your help. And now...
We're going?
We're going.
Darn.
We're going to a ceremony of awards.
Oh, yes.
With Jan Berlin and some of her children who have done a fantastic job. Take it away, Jan.
Thank you, Holly. Okay. I mentioned earlier in the program that we had an art poster contest during the month of February. And we have here our winners, and what we're going to do is have them come to the microphone, tell you their name, their age, their grade, and the school that they're from so that the whole school can celebrate with them. So what we're going to do first, we had 3 categories in our poster contest. We had for kindergarten and first graders, 2nd and 3rd graders, and 4th through 6th graders. In our kindergarten and first grade category, you already met one of our winners. He was here earlier today, and it's his birthday, so he's at home probably watching as part of his celebration. But our 2nd place winner in the kindergarten and first grade, please come to the microphone, right over there, and let them focus in on there. Okay, and tell us your name.
Eric.
Your age.
6.
What grade?
First.
And who's your teacher?
Mr. Witt.
And what school?
Menacing.
We love that Menacing. Okay, a round of applause for our trophy winner. Okay, Eric, take your award. Take this, and Eric also brought a friend with him who you will meet later. Okay, why don't you come back on? Okay, and in our, let me see, our first prize winner for the kindergarten and first, Amanda, come to the microphone, please. Let's make sure we can see this. All right. Okay, your name.
Amanda Stone.
Your age.
7.
Your grade.
First.
And who's your teacher?
Mrs. Stolen.
And what school?
Menacing.
Another Menacing winner. A round of applause. Thank you very much for coming. If we go back, very nice. Okay, in our 2nd and 3rd grade category, our 3rd prize winner is Dana Connolly. Come on up. Let's hold it, not behind the microphone, but so people can see it. Okay, your name?
Dana Connolly. 9.
And your school?
Delaware Valley. Miss Fort.
A round of applause for our 2nd and 3rd grade winners. Thank you very much. Okay, in the same category, we now have Cody. Come on up. Show this. We love all of these so much. Hold on. If anybody wants to see these in person, then you are more than welcome to come to the shelter where these will be displayed. Okay, your name is?
Cody,
And your age?
7,
And your school?
elementary.
Which one? Which one?
Minnesink.
Minnesink, another Minnesink winner. And your teacher?
Mrs. Alex.
And she'll be very, very proud. Another round of applause. Thank you very much. Okay, and our first prize winner for this category, come on up. Okay, make sure you can see this. Okay, name?
Emily Garrett,
And age?
7,
And school?
ASK.
And your teacher?
Miss Nelson.
Our first prize winner. Thank you very much. Great. And in our 4th through 6th grade, we have, Sarah's not here. Okay, we have Craig Valentino. Come on up. Okay, let me hold that so that can be seen. And you know what to do. Whoa, you're the man who's done this before.
My name is Craig Valentino, and I'm 10 years old. My teacher's name is Mrs. Peluso. I go to Minnesink Valley.
And we've got a second prize winner here. Thank you very much. His mom also teaches at Minnesink. Okay, and our first prize winner for the 4th to 6th grade. Come on up. And your name is?
Nicole,
And your age?
9,
And your teacher?
Mr. Colliner,
And your school?
ASK.
And we've got a first place trophy here. Thank you very much. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. The person who judged the art contest was not myself. It was Carla Layton, so if anybody wants to thank Carla, she is our resident artist at the shelter. Again, all of these will be displayed at the shelter. Another round of applause for our fine artists. Okay, and while they're waiting here, we're going to go from art to music with a video of Don Marsh, and he's going to be singing and reminiscing about some of the famous animals that he has known in his time. Take it away, Don.
It's nice to be with you again. I'm always very pleased when I'm asked to do something for the Humane Society. And I love the theme this year, the Parade of Stars, which is why they very cleverly made this star with my name on it. And I'm pleased because of the stars, because I have a children's choir called the Star Choir, which is made up of kids from preschool up through 3rd grade. And you can imagine how much fun that is. Well, the man who helps me found this sign and gave it to me, which says, "Unattended children will be sold as slaves." And I thought that was just delightful because he's helping me, and one of the children who is going to be sold as a slave very soon is his son. And then I also have a little thing here that the kids like, "Silence, thinking boss," when I have my hand up by my forehead. "Danger, explosive boss," when I bang. "Come on, listen to what I'm trying to say." And when they finally listen, I become Smile and the happy boss. So there are 3 kinds of parts of my life. When I was told about the theme of the Parade of Stars, I remembered a song that was in a show years and years and years ago, except it was in a show that was very military. And so I pulled this song out, and my voice isn't very much, but the feeling is there. And so I've changed some words, and if you know the song, just sing along, but you'll get to do that later. Meanwhile, I love a parade, the patter of feet, I love every beat I hear of a drum. I love a parade, when I hear a band, I just want to stand and cheer as they come. The rat-a-tat-tat, the blare of a horn, the rat-a-tat-tat, all right uniform, the sight of a drill, will give me a thrill of the skill. Victory, I love a parade, a bundle of pets without any nets and no one afraid. You notice where I changed the words. A bundle of pets without any nets and no one afraid. Also, when I was told about the theme, I started thinking about how many dogs particularly have been stars either in the movies or on television or in comics. And I made sort of a list of them. I guess my favorite is Lassie, because Lassie not only was a star of a number of movies, but also a long-running television show. And I don't know how many people know that they had 6 or 8 different collies playing Lassie. In fact, very often they would have a male dog playing Lassie. And the interesting thing was that the male dog never seemed to object to playing a woman. Think about you male actors, think about that. My favorite, I guess, really is one whose name still appears in crossword puzzles, because there was a series of movies about the Thin Man and his wife, and they had a dog named Asta, and Asta appeared in lots and lots of movies, and I guess some of that is still seen on television. Of course, I'm sure everybody's favorite is Snoopy, and Snoopy has made it in everything, I guess. Snoopy has been on a Broadway show. Snoopy has been on, obviously, the comics for years and years and years. And Snoopy, whenever he gets out of flying the plane, has been on a television show. I'm not sure that they've done a Snoopy movie, but maybe they will. Back when I was a real youngster, I mean really young, they had another famous dog, and I loved his name, and maybe that's what got me started writing, because I like to rhyme things. The dog's name was Rin Tin Tin. There was a mongoose about the same time named Ricky Tikki Tavi, but Rin Tin Tin had the marvelous rhyming things that I really loved. Then there was a series of movies about a little mongrel dog named Benji, and Benji saved everybody, and he did it not only in this country, but in Italy. He just traveled all over the world saving people. And of course, who can forget Sandy? Sandy probably is responsible for ARF being in every dictionary. And there was a dog that played a very important part in the musical Oliver, which brings me to something that I'm going to do. I want to sing a song from Oliver, but I want to sing it from the standpoint of a dog. This is a dog at the Humane Society singing. Wondering, gee, dog is man's best friend, but I haven't seen somebody coming around, a man or a woman who wants a best friend and wants to treat me like a best friend. So one of the things about the Humane Society is that it tries to make humans humane by teaching them how to treat pets kindly and and loving. There are also some famous dogs that belong to presidents. The first one I knew about was Franklin Roosevelt, who had a dog, a Scottie named Fowler. That's a hard word to rhyme. And then Nixon had a dog named Checkers. And I guess the strangest one, the most unusual one, was Johnson, who had two basset hounds, one named Her, and I cannot remember the name of the other. Probably him, but I'm not sure. Now, I want you to do something with me because I don't have a dog. I don't have a pet. I do so much traveling that it wouldn't be fair to have a dog because the dog would eventually not know who it belonged to or who belonged to it, which is even more important, and would have to be put someplace or taken to maybe the Humane Society or to a veterans place or some places that sit with dogs, but the dog begins to lose its sense of ownership. And I remembered a song. I only remember two lines, and it's from a movie way, way, way back. Now, I want you to sing, I'm going to teach you the song. I want you to sing a couple of lines with me. Because I don't have a real dog, I happen to have a couple toy dogs that people gave me, and this is one that I really kind of like. And I'm going to put it up here because I want to sing to it. And if you have a play dog like I had, or a real dog, a puppy or an old dog or whatever age, go get the dog. I'll give you a minute to go get the dog. Pat the dog on the head, and right on the tail. Oh, they love being scratched around almost as much as cats do. And hold on to your dog, and I want you to sing along with me. It's very simple. On this show for, this is the third year in a row, I think. I promise that by next year, I will have the rest of that song so that some of you who sang it along with me to your dogs, either live or stuffed, will be able to have the whole song to sing to your best friend. Thanks so much for being with me, and if I may quote Sandy, "Arf." Bye.
Okay, we're back again. We still have another award winner who I did not see in the crowd. So I'd like to have Sarah come up to the front. And again, from the 4th through 6th grade, we have a third place winner for... Okay, your name is?
Sarah Zaleski.
Your school?
Delaware Valley.
Your age?
10.
And your teacher?
Mrs. Racey.
Another round of applause for it. And what's real special about this is our first year during Delaware Valley Schools, and we already have winners from the school. If you will take a step back, my dear, but don't leave stage. Okay, a couple of our winners also had some pets who have inspired them to become winners. So why don't you guys come on up first with Milky Way? And, okay, all right, Eric's going to come first. Come on, Eric. He's the man. Eric is going to bring out his teeth. Your kitty doesn't want to come out. What a surprise. Let's show Kitty from... Can you get in there? This is a fine-looking kitty. Okay, and the big question, of course, is your cat neutered? Mm-hmm. Is there any other way? Very nice. Thanks. Okay, Eric, we're going to have you step right back over here. All right, guys, come on up. And, I'm sorry, okay. It was all Misty's information that was on your winning poster, right? Okay, why don't you tell us Milky Way. I said Misty, this is Milky Way. What are you going to tell us about Milky Way?
She's 1 year old.
And what kind of cat is she?
Siamese cat.
And is she your best buddy?
Yes.
And is she spayed?
Yes.
Is that the right answer? Okay, while we're on the topic of spay and neuter, let me just give you some recent facts on the numbers. Every year, over 6.3 million dogs and 5.8 million cats are euthanized by shelters in the United States. That breaks down to, for dogs, 17,260 per day, 719 per hour, 12 per minute. This is why spay and neuter is so important. For cats, the numbers are 15,890 per day, 622 per hour, 11 per minute. The total each day of the year, 33,150 dogs and cats are euthanized. That equals 1,341 per hour, 23 per minute. 17 million dogs and 30 million cats are born each year. There are not enough homes for all of them. That's why, once again, let's applaud those people who stay and neuter their pets. At this point, let's have some good news and switch over to the tote board.
And with that, the tote board. All right, Holly, you have a little friend. Yes, I do. Meow friend. And what is she looking?
She's looking. This is perfect. She's looking right at the tote board.
I think you got to come a little closer,
Come
Holly.
closer to
I'm
the mic.
stuck.
Well, now she's looking at the mic, but our total right now is $1,687.
All right. Thank you so much.
And we have some thank yous we want to give out.
We sure do, Holly. From Anonymous from Port Jervis, sent us $25. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. And my assistant, Tammy. Thank you. And from Janet and Skip Dobbs of Port Jervis, they sent us $25. And we a little personal note to Skip. Get well. We miss you at the board meeting, Skip. You know, we really miss your face. And Jason Dobbs of Jay's Mobile sent us $20, and thank you, Jason, very much. And an anonymous person from Cutterbackville sent us $200, and we can't thank you enough for that. And, oh, you guys are doing it to me again. Isabella Ostrovsky. Isabella, if I pronounce your name wrong, please, I apologize. From Cutterbackville sent us $25. Thank you, Tammy. And let's see, Holly?
Mr. and Mrs. Larry Constantine sent us a pledge of $25. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I'll hold this other one up for Holly.
And, oh, here's that name again.
Uh-huh.
Norman and Rita Macaskill. We just saw a video with the Greyhound Rescue League with them, and they sent in a pledge of $20. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I got an easy one. Chris Bone of Port Jervis.
That's right.
$20. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
no dummy. And Joe Goodwin of Port Jervis sent us 10. Thank you, Joe. Okay, Holly, you got it.
Oh, that's
You're
not
the
nice.
teacher, Holly.
Oh, kindergarten, ABC. Marie Ozahowski sent in a pledge of $10. Thank you very much, Marie.
Thank you. Bob and Nancy Dunn from Port Jervis sent us $25. Thank you. Yeah, I know.
Letter names. Give me the
Okay,
long
go ahead.
ones.
Go ahead.
All right.
And this is a little girl. Oh, look at this, Holly.
a little
This is up
girl
your
called
alley.
in. Okay. Roweni Ryle called in with a $2 pledge.
Thank you,
very
sweetie.
much.
The Ross family from Port Jervis sent us $10. Thank you so much. Mr. and Mrs. Donald Maybe from Madam Morris.
Maltby?
Oh, Maltby. I'm sorry. I couldn't see that. Maltby, put the contact lenses in straight. Sent us $25. Thank you, guys. And George Gelderman Jr. from Matamoros, $25 pledge. Thank you so much, everyone.
Carol Conroy.
See, that's easy.
Thank you. Pledge of $25. Thank you, Carol. Thanks for calling in.
Go ahead, I'll let you do
Pat
that one.
and Eric Johnson called in with a $25 pledge. Thank you, Pat and Eric. We
Thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
your help.
And you know, we have 2 seconds, Holly. Do I do them or do you do your books?
Well, why don't you go ahead and do the
Okay.
premiums, and we'll do that.
Can you hold this one?
I sure can.
We're kind of on a short note here today. Today we have some premiums. And these, all you have to do is call up for them. If you give us a $20 donation, it goes right to the animals, don't forget. We have a Guardian Angel puppy made by Happy Tails Farm, and all you have to do is ask for it, and it's yours for a $20 pledge. We have 2 really nice CDs from Will Hoppy. Each one is going to cost you a $20 donation. Okay, so ask for Will's CD. We have I believe this is a 10-day trial membership to Flex Fitness over in Milford. For a $20 pledge, ask for your trial membership, and we have 3 of them available. And we have, someone made us these beautiful little lap robes if you have grandma, you know, who likes to have her knees warm at night. There's 3 different ones. They're beautiful. There's the popcorn stitch on all of them. It'll cost you a $20 pledge per piece. If you give us $60, we'll give you all 3. I made it, Holly. I finally got in my premiums here.
All right, good. And don't forget, we also have the A Happy and Healthy Dog book for a pledge of $10, and we also have a Happy and Healthy Cat book for a pledge of $10. If you'd like either one of these books, please call in. Even if you don't want the books or the premiums, call in anyway. 858-8400. We need you to keep those phones ringing. And it looks like Gretchen's going
I'm
right
sorry.
over.
Okay, let's switch sides. We'll switch sides. Sometimes a little tight here. I don't know if we're ready to go to the video, but I'm going to introduce it anyway. If we're not, we'll come back and chit-chat for a minute.
That's right.
The following video is from the ASK and Sullivan Avenue Advanced Band.
Oh, that should be nice.
It says the next brief film clip was pre-recorded by the school kids for the Humane Society Telethon.
All right.
So if we're going to the tape, we will, but we're looking at the monitor, and I don't think we're going anywhere yet, Holly. So, okay, now we do the song and dance routine, Holly. Oh, we have more pledges.
More
okay.
Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you for sending us the sign.
Thank you, Pam.
Okay, Eleanor Mallinson from Port Jervis sent us $5. Thank you.
Oh, meow. That was a thank you, I hope.
Ollie, I can't really read
Prisco.
this. Prisco, thank you, from Port Jervis, $15. Thank you. Lucille and Don Smith from Matamoros, $25. Thank you so much. My fingers are sticking. I can't do that, Tammy. I put them all together. Maggie and Lizzie Martin from Branchville, New Jersey. They're getting us in Branchville?
Wow.
Wow.
Branchville.
Boy,
Thank you.
we're branching out. Ha, ha, ha. No pun intended. They sent us $10. Thank you. Oh, I'm such a wit. Sue Vicarello from Huguenot sent us $25. Thank you so much, Sue. And that's from Sue and Sam and family. And I think I did Eleanor?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Yes,
I
you
did. So I did mess this up a little
You have
bit, but
another
that's kind of normal.
Another one? Okay.
So,
Please, folks, call in. We need your help. 858-8400.
thank you. I can't
Call
believe
in.
all these. Wow.
Wow, great.
Wow. Okay, you want to do some? You know
Sure.
you had to do that.
Jane
Okay.
and Bill Millspaw called in with a $25 pledge. Thank you, Jane and Bill. And Roger and Mary Alice Starzen called in with a $25 pledge. Thank you. There goes those phones. Keep them ringing.
Okay, anything to get me
All
closer
right,
to this
we are
kitty.
now ready to go to the video.
Okay,
Great.
thank
Here
you.
We go.
Hi everybody, my name is George Mayhew, and I'm the director of this band that you see here. This is the ASK Sullivan Avenue Advanced Band. And what we're going to do is play some songs today for you that have to do with animals, because this is for the Humane Society. And we're going to play some of our songs from our concert that's coming up on April 3rd, our district band concert. And we have a person here to introduce our first song. Go ahead, Trish.
Our first song we'll be playing is called March for a Festival.
we're back again, and I have Tammy Haig here, who is a licensed wildlife rehabilitator for the state of New York. And although she is licensed by the state and has to take all the tests and read all the materials, the state doesn't pay her. So along with her wildlife rehabilitation, she's also in charge of the Critter Corral, which is an organization that her family takes around to do presentations on animals, and she raises money to keep her wildlife rehabilitation business going by doing Critter Corral. First of all, Tammy, what is something as springtime comes and all these little baby animals will be around, what do people need to know when it comes to baby wild animals?
People need to know that they have to leave the wild animals alone. The wildlife belong in the wild. The baby animals will explore, and people will see them because they're out more because it's warm weather. People are out and the baby animals are out. Usually mom is around, and people just don't realize it. Mom won't come around if you're there, so you leave them alone. You know, you might think you're saving the baby, but actually it has a better chance living with mom than it does with humans. And all animals are protected by the states, that you cannot own them as pets. All wild, the wildlife.
Would you want to give your phone number if people should have a question on wildlife?
Right.
Why don't you let people know how they can contact Tammy?
In case you come across an orphaned or injured animal and you're sure that it needs help, my number is 856-5303.
Okay. And were you able to bring any wildlife on camera today?
No, you can't. I can't show the wildlife because I'm going to release it back to the wild. I don't like to let people get too close to them, and I don't want them used to people. They're going to go back to live in the wild, so we don't want them to be friendly, human friendly. And a lot of the animals that I get is because of human intervention. They find these babies, sometimes they think it's really cool to raise them themselves, and it's not fair. They really shouldn't do that. They don't know what they're doing, and instead they're going to cause their death.
It's very important that people understand, because everybody, especially watching this show, has compassion towards animals, and they see an animal, they want to pick it up, but the important thing is to best thing up. Then, of course, there are pets, which you're allowed to pick up. Now, this is the famous Tammy. All of the students and teachers in the area know you. This is the famous Tammy who gave me Heidi. Can you get a close-up? Her head is peeking out for, a couple seconds. Okay, that's the lovely Heidi who has been to the school. She's another animal ambassador, and Tammy is the one who gave her to me. Tammy is the one who said she's hiding, and I thought she said her name's Heidi. Okay, Tammy also brought some of the critters from her Critter Corral.
I do educational programs at school, pet therapy at nursing homes, and educational programs with Boy Scouts. And because I can't bring the wildlife and kids still like to see animals, these are some of my pets. And we have a petting zoo and a reptile exhibit that we do different fairs, Otisville fairs, family fairs.
And these are all domestically raised.
Right. This is a ball python. This is Spot. This is Bonnie. She's a Burmese python. Hi, Bonnie. You want me to take her and get the bunnies? Yeah? Okay.
And I think you might want to mention to people you're not being slimed when you hold snakes.
No, snakes are not slimy at all. They're very, very smooth, and you've got Heidi.
I got Heidi. We're going to put Heidi this way.
Well, I'm going to get Gorby. Okay. I know. This is Gorby. This is a albino Burmese python, and he's going into a shed right now as we speak. But he's different, so I wanted you to see him. And these are the different types of pythons, a couple of different types. This is the same as this, except he's albino. Right, and they don't make good pets for everybody, and small children really should not own them. They can handle them around adult supervision, but you really shouldn't have, especially a snake this big, around a child that doesn't know what's going on with them. Then I raised hedgehogs, I raised the rats, we raised guinea pigs. This is an African pygmy hedgehog. They're nice. This is they might get a little bit bigger than this, but that's it. And here, Jim. And then we have bunnies. We have little calico Rex bunnies. These are the bunnies that they use in Europe to make stuffed animals out of because their fur feels like velvet.
Well, that's why they're happy to be here in the
Right.
Fort Jervis area.
Right.
No problem there. Oh, how precious. Are these production bunnies?
Yeah, I sell bunnies and the rats and all of that, and anything that we do with educational programs or the fairs and things like that, that's what we do to make money to help raise the wildlife or take care of the wildlife. Because the wildlife, there are food replacers and vet bills and medications, everything costs so much money that we have to do other things to raise money to take care of them.
And mention something about these whiskers.
Their
Those
whiskers?
very curly whiskers on the Rex.
I don't...
I have a Rex cat that has
Oh,
the same curly
the curly
whiskers. Can you? I don't know if you can get any
They're
kind of
real
close
fine.
up on them, but they're very frizzed.
They're not normal like the ones that stick right out.
No. All right. Very good. Did you bring any other little critters today,
No,
or is
just
that
a few more
okay?
bunnies.
Oh, bring on the bunnies. Bring on
bunnies.
those bunnies. And of course, it's important to know if you're going to think about getting a bunny for Easter, it's for year-round. It is not just for Easter.
Right. Any time that you get an animal, it's a throwaway society, and people are adopting things or buying pets, and then when they get too big, or just like a lot of the animals that I get are unwanted because they're way too big. Like the snakes might be too big. The people buy them as babies and they keep growing. The same thing, people like kittens, but when it becomes a cat, they don't want it anymore.
Right.
Puppies, even the bunnies. A lot of bunnies I've gotten because people just don't want them anymore. So if you take the time and want to have the animal, then you should know how long it's going to live and what you're expected to do for them.
Exactly. It's for the life of the pet. When you get a pet, it's for the pet's lifespan. If it's a long lifespan, it's your responsibility to keep them for the entire span. How old are they?
They're 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Yeah, they'd be ready to go in a week.
Do you have any places that you're going to be doing a presentation anytime soon, or are you?
I have quite a few at the Sullivan County Airport. We're going to be doing one, and I can't remember the date. We have quite a few, and then we'll be doing the Deer Park Family Festival in July, and Otisville Fair, and I'm doing pet therapy at St. Teresa's Nursing Home in the middle of April, and we're doing quite a few things.
All right. I'm going to give you back the bond. Okay, and I am not sure what we had next on our schedule to send people to, so you know what, when in doubt, you can always send a tag, but first, we want to thank Tammy Haig and Critter Corral for coming, and hopefully you're not going to be too inundated this spring, but again, if you do find wildlife, make sure you contact Tammy. If you didn't remember her number, which I'll give you again before we go, call the Humane Society. We have her number there. It's very important that we do right by the wildlife in our state. One more time for your number, Tammy.
856-5303.
And once again, that's also the number to call if you decide to go for something like Heidi. Okay, Holly, back to you.
Okay, thank you. I love that little hedgehog you're holding over there. I think Mike
We're
does
still
too.
on. Okay.
Okay, we have a new phone on the board that I'd like you to take a look at. $2,432. That is fantastic. Thank you folks so much for calling in and pledging. Once again, the number, as you can see, if you want to call in, is 858-8400. Please give us a call. Let's keep those phones ringing. Let's keep those pledges coming. I have a pile of thank yous here. Anonymous, once again, $10. Thank you. A $5 anonymous pledge. A $20 pledge from the Tailwagger Gazette. Oh, I'm sorry, from Jack and Mary Murphy. The Tailwagger Gazette is great reading. That's our newsletter from the shelter. Thank you so much, Murphys. Medicine Shop. Gail called in and made a $25 pledge. Thank you. We have a $50 pledge from Artwork Reproduction. Thank you, folks, very much. Alice Vandermark, a $10 pledge in memory of her shepherds. Thank you, Alice. We all appreciate very much you calling in. Anonymous pledge for $25. We have a pledge from Miss Eleanor Back for $15. Thank you, Eleanor. And we also, if I can get it over here, thank you very much. We have a $25 pledge from Flo, and it looks like Ty Santini. Again, if I'm mispronouncing, I'm sorry. $25. Thank you very much. A $50 anonymous pledge. A $50 pledge from Area Refuse. Thank you, folks, so much. This money is so needed, and we appreciate your calling in and pledging. Milford Chrysler Sales made a pledge of $25. Thank you. We have a $5 anonymous pledge, a $25 anonymous pledge. We have a $10 pledge from Evelyn Van Gordon. Thank you, Evelyn, very much. We have another pledge, $10 from Anonymous. A $10 pledge from Johnny A. McCullough, MD. Thank you. We have a, thanks, Cammie. We have a $25 pledge from Rice AM Auto Sales. Thank you, folks, very much. I have a whole pile of thank yous. Let's keep those phones ringing. Our total so far, $2,432. The number to call, 858-8400. Let's keep those phones ringing. The money is going towards our furry friends, keeping them sheltered and housed and fed. And we have a little furry friend coming over to see us right now. Bring him coming on over. We have a little beagle. Oh, look at this little guy. This is Butch. Butch is a 1.5-year-old neutered male. He is a beagle. He's been in at the shelter. Butch didn't get much of a chance to be housebroken. I gather from the sheet that he was kept outside in a coop. He wasn't given a good chance to be housebroken, but I have a feeling that you wouldn't have any problems with him. He is the sweetest dog. He has just been eating up all the attention he's been getting. If you're looking for an animal, the shelter is the place to go. As you can see, we do get many purebreds in. Just like Butch, we get in beagles, and we get in dachshunds and shepherds and boxers. Any kind of animal you can imagine we have at the shelter, so please call in. Okay, we're going to be going to a video. I have a disgusting picture to show you. It is a picture of a heart with heartworm in it. This is the time of year. It's springtime. We get mosquitoes, and infected mosquitoes can give your dog heartworm disease. Now is the time of year that your dog should be taken to the veterinarian for a heartworm test, a simple blood test, and then to be put on preventative medication. The treatment for prevention is far less expensive than treatment for the disease. Remember, never give your animal the preventative medicine before visiting your veterinarian for a heartworm test, or else he could become critically ill. And we're going to be going to that very informative video now.
This is an adult heartworm. It can grow from 5 to 14 inches long, and it does not take very many of them to induce congestive heart failure or death in a dog. Canine heartworm disease is a serious, deadly worldwide disease. It can attack all breeds of dogs, large and small, short-haired and long-haired, inside or outside dogs. Thousands of dogs each year become permanently debilitated or die from heart, lung, liver, or kidney problems caused by heartworms. Serious damage may occur even before you notice outward clinical signs. Transmitted by mosquitoes, this disease is a serious threat wherever mosquitoes are present. When a mosquito bites a dog infected with heartworms, it picks up microfilaria, baby heartworms, in the dog's blood. These baby heartworms undergo changes in the mosquito and become infective larvae in a matter of days. When transferred to other dogs during the mosquito feeding process, they migrate to the dog's heart in 3 to 4 months. Heartworms lodge in the dog's heart and mature in about 3 more months. Breeding occurs among adult heartworms, and more microfilaria are released into the circulation system. Because of the heartworm life cycle, most infected dogs do not show obvious symptoms until they have had heartworms for 6 months to a year. Early symptoms are subtle, and you may not be able to observe them. Infected dogs become less active and tire easily. Later in the process, symptoms can include a soft wheeze or cough, weight loss, tiredness, and fainting. Adult heartworms are usually found in the heart and other major blood vessels, and sometimes in the liver. Treatment is successful when the disease is detected early. Diagnosis of heartworm disease is usually determined by means of a microscopic examination of blood samples to determine the presence of microfilaria. A complication in detection is that occult heartworm disease, heartworm without the presence of circulating microfilaria, exists in some dogs. Detection of occult heartworm disease is made through use of X-rays or one of several new antigen blood tests. A heartworm test must be performed before putting your dog on heartworm preventive medicine. A life-threatening reaction can occur if the preventive medication is administered to a pet already infected with heartworms. Prevention is the best solution for heartworm disease. Effective preventive medications are available that will protect your pet from this life-threatening disease. This preventive medication is effective only before the young heartworms reach the heart. Your veterinarian will determine how long during each year your dog should remain on this medication. The important thing to remember is to have your dog tested for heartworms before starting preventive medication, even in year-round use. Don't gamble with your pet's life. Consult us on the Heartworm Preventive Program Best for your pets, and be sure.
Well, it looks like we're on, folks. The picture is my way. Steve Jansen and what is that?
That's a rat. There's an even bigger rat.
That's true. I am. What is that?
This is my friend Heidi.
Your friend Heidi?
That's Liz's friend
this is my
Heidi.
friend Heidi.
How old is that Heidi?
I have no idea.
You have friends, you don't know their age?
Well,
How do you
she
send
came,
them birthday cards?
She came to visit us at the radio station, and she spent 2 hours in my shirt yesterday.
Oh, well, that's good. This is what we're looking for?
This is what we're looking for. We're looking for that right there.
Oh, we'll pick it up, Steve.
Get on our knees.
Okay, well, let me let you guys talk, and I'll be...
We are professionals.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be out of the way.
Jan's rat. She's kind of cute for a rat.
This is the infamous rat that went down your
This
shirt.
is the rat that christened our station yesterday and one other time and made herself right at home. And Jan said we were very special because she never did that sort of stuff before.
And that's about it.
I just feel so blessed.
Should we, like, should we do it for him?
Do you think we should?
From one rat to another type
Yeah, I
thing?
suppose.
One rat to another?
This is someone who's an old friend of ours.
He's very old, yes, and he's about ready to do a song for us. What are you doing? Are you you'll never walk alone? With a high hat or without a high hat?
Make those phones ring.
Say something. Get him the phone.
Come over here.
Money.
Listen.
Come over here. Come over here.
Okay.
This is a dead segment without you here.
Well, okay. We're going to do
Here,
a
hold
song,
that.
You'll Never
Two
Walk
mics.
Alone.
There you go.
I don't need two
Here you
mics.
go.
Liz Fox, Steve Jansen from WTSX. Get out of here, you guys. Yeah, that's me. Let's try something here. Let's hear the phones ring now. We got to make some money. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark.